That is an effective strategy, actually. Reverse psychology.
Yes.
Very cool. Never the right color.
Ever since I started temperature.
Okay. Yeah, but I bet the chairs are more comfortable in the
Yeah. They're insane.
Probably, yeah.
That's where they're from.
Yeah, but do you remember the times when the AC didn't work in here? And it was like a sauna?
Once in a while, yes.
No, exactly. Remember
Not
coming in?
tonight.
Yeah. These chairs are very cold. Feel fine.
It's freezing in here.
I think it's better.
Of course
than
you do.
sweat. I know that.
Can't please everybody.
Somebody swapped the chairs out. This is not my usual chair.
What?
I could just tell.
No, this is my usual one, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
That is.
I like blue.
Glasses. I knew I was missing something. So, like I said, number 12 is postponed.
Right.
That was on the top of the
Good, thank you.
You ready?
I am ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Zoning Board of Appeals. I would like to brief you on some of our rules and procedures used during our hearings. When the hearing number is called, the applicant or representative will come to the podium. If they are not an attorney, they will be sworn in by our executive secretary. They will then present their case. The board members may or may not ask questions of the applicant. Prior to tonight's hearings, most of the board members have visited all the properties listed on tonight's calendar. At the conclusion of the applicant's presentation, we will ask if there are any interested parties who would like to speak either for or against the application. We will then allow the applicant to give some brief rebuttal remarks to address any concerns of interested parties. The stenographer can only take one person's testimony at a time, so we ask that you do not call out from the audience during testimony. We will give everyone an opportunity to be heard this evening. Sometimes proceedings do not end until 1 a.m. or later, but everyone will be given an opportunity to be heard. Lastly, at approximately 9 p.m., our stenographer will have been typing for about 2 hours, and we will take a 10-minute break. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have any postponements tonight?
We have one postponement. Hearing number 12, case number 23-741, Craig Fishburne.
Anyone here for that hearing? Let the record reflect that no one appeared, and let's call the first case.
We're going to start with the holdovers,
Okay?
and we'll start with holdover 1, Appeal 24-89, Dorothy Lamb Irrevocable Trust at 80 Hernan Avenue in Locust Valley. Oh, and it will be heard with holdover 2. Appeal 2490, Kathleen and John Riley at 76 Hernan Avenue at Locust Valley.
Good evening, Madam Chairlady, members of the board. My name is Jeff Forcelli, 333 Earl Ovington Boulevard, Uniondale, New York, and I represent the applicants on both cases. I have some additional cards. Can I hand them in? The two properties are adjacent to each other on Hernan Avenue in Locust Valley on the south side of the street. The easterly lot is owned by Kathleen M. and John Riley and is known as 80 Hernan Avenue. The westerly lot is 76 Hernan Avenue and is owned by the Dorothy Lamb Irrevocable Trust. The trustee is Kathleen M. Riley, who is also the owner, part owner with her husband of the easterly parcel. What we are seeking tonight is really just a lot line adjustment so that we can transfer 2,385 square feet from the westerly lot to the easterly lot. And the main reason for that is there's a garage that we'd like to include on the easterly lot, which is owned by the Lambs and where they reside. And in order to do so, the only place they could put it on the lot is on the westerly side, so they're taking property from the westerly lot and putting it onto the westerly side of that. Now, as you could see in the rejection letter and in the notice, there are many things that are mentioned in terms of variances, but most of the things that were signed out, first I'll talk about the easterly lot. There are existing conditions. The existing condition is a front yard setback. It doesn't comply, but it's existing. The same thing with the pool, same thing with the setback for the pool enclosure. The detached garage needs a variance because if it is not connected to the house, it's 14.58 feet, and it only can be 12 feet. But that, once again, is an existing condition. And then there's an additional fence, which is about 20 feet, which is put on the north side of the pool, which is new, but it's only 18 feet long, but it's 5 feet high, as opposed to the permitted 4 feet high. On the westerly lot, by moving the 2,300 square feet to the easterly lot, the lot becomes substandard in terms of lot area, width, and frontage. Other than that, everything is existing. So basically, we're making the easterly lot a little larger so it can contain the garage, and we're making the westerly lot a little smaller. As I said, the property's owned, the Rileys own the easterly lot. The westerly lot is in a trust, which Kathleen Riley is the trustee of. And that's basically it. There will be no changes in the neighborhood. It's just a change in lot line. So I would respectfully request that you permit this. It's something that is very important to the Rileys. Might answer any questions.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
No? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
National County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Next is hearing 1, Appeal 23-694, Michael Rossetti at 264 West Shore Drive, Massapequa.
I do.
Name and address, please.
Nicholas Capucci, Cappucci. I work with Todd O'Connell Architects, 1200 Veterans Highway, Suite 120, Hauppauge, New York. Here for the agent, as the agent for Michael Rossetti, located at 264 West Shore Drive. So we're here back in front of you guys again. We were here back in 2019 when we did an addition to the property, and now we're here again for amendment to the specific plan. We're going to close out this job and get a CO, and changes happened. A lot of the changes were inside, just pull downstairs, windows and stuff. One of the biggest ones was the back stair. The back stair coming out the rear addition is in the photographs that I showed you. We used to have it just coming down the side. In the field change, they came down the side and now coming down the back as well. So this reduces the front, or the rear yard setback to about 13.34 feet to the lowest step. We actually reduced the highest point of the platform, we reduced by 6 inches, because now it's only 3 feet. Prior, we had 3 feet, 6 inches.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Madison County Planning Commission has been notified of this application.
Motion?
Decision?
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
You too, thank you.
Next is hearing number 2, Appeal 24-93, Robin Massimi at 2 Club Drive, Massapequa.
I do. Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Good evening, Madam Chairperson, ladies of the board, and gentlemen of the board. I have some consent letters and photos for the board. Mr. and Mrs. Massini is seeking a variance for a proposed one-story addition and a roof over porch and exceeding the lot coverage, and to construct an extended driveway having less side yard setback than required. An outdoor kitchen and a small addition on the south side. They intend to square off the driveway to the south. They are seeking 22% lot coverage, where 20% is the maximum. This includes the open deck in the rear, which meets the side and the rear yard setbacks, and they would agree not to enclose the deck. They obtained a consent letter from the abutting neighbor close to the driveway at 6 Club Drive, also from the 2 neighbors directly across the street at 9 and 11 Club Drive. As the photos show, there's large shrubs between the properties, evergreen-type shrubbery. There's never been any complaints or violations from the town on this property. As the photos show, the house is in impeccable condition.
It is. Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Madison County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you, sir. Come on up.
I've not seen any diagrams or anything.
Could I just wait for you to that, please? Promise to tell the truth in these proceedings, and your name and address for this tonight.
Dale Van Houten, 6 Bay Lake, Massapequa.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, can we go to the mic and then whatever you want to say?
Okay. Well, my backyard abuts the north side of his house. I've not seen any plans on this. I don't know where this additional level is going to be on it. Will it be on the north side, the south side, or?
Mr. Schumacher, can you show him, please?
If I may. You're over here.
Right,
Here's the addition.
and the additional,
It's on
the level.
the south side. It's a small addition. You're on the other side.
Yeah.
This is the addition.
Okay, so no building up over here?
No. They're maintaining this deck. And
Right.
there's Shrubs over here. That's a small addition, and they're squaring off the driveway here.
Okay. All right, I don't see that being a problem. All right, thank you.
Thank you for coming down. Did I ask you about correspondence?
Madison County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision?
Public hearing is closed. Decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Hearing 3, Appeal 24-113, Anthony Lapadula at 320 Bay Drive, Massapequa.
Again, for the record, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. I'm representing Mr. and Mrs. Lapadula, 320 Bay Drive in Massapequa. I passed up some photos, consent letters for the board. Mr. and Mrs. Lapadula are seeking a variance to construct a circular driveway having less front yard setback than required, and for a proposed raised patio in the rear having less side yard setback than required, and to amend decision number 10-186. This house is on a slight curve of the road. The driveway is much needed to get the cars off the street and for safe exiting. This proposed driveway would not be out of character with this neighborhood, as the house directly next door at 324 Bay Drive has a similar circular driveway as the photos show. The homeowner is proposing a raised patio next to the pool area. There are large shrubs and a fence in between the properties, as the photos show. The neighbor most affected by this at 314 Bay Drive has signed a letter of support. The homeowner is in the process of building an in-ground pool which has a permit. The house is going over a major renovation. It's almost complete, as the photos show. It's a very attractive design, as the photos show, and it's almost finished.
It is stunning. Wow,
It's on the bay.
Not a bad little house.
No.
not too shabby, no.
Okay. Do we have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hearing number 4, Appeal 24-118, Rees Cosma at 6 Beach Road, Massapequa.
Subsequent proceedings?
Yes.
Name and address, please.
Brian Fiore, 208 North Wisconsin Avenue, Massapequa, New York, appearing on behalf of the Cosmas. We had a prior application for an addition that required variances, and they added central air to the house without telling anybody. So it's installed. It's supposed to be 3 feet from the property line. It's 2.25 feet from the property line. And so we filed a separate application for the AC units. It's in a flood zone, so they are raised up. You actually walk underneath the platform for the AC units. And the lot just is a non-conforming narrow lot at 48 feet wide.
A
So,
lot of the lots down there are
very small.
former summer homes. Yeah.
right.
Is it visible from the street?
I believe it is, because it's about 5 feet up in the air, 6 feet up. So if they'd have to put screening around it to code to block it, they will.
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
ask. So they are going to screen it? Best they
It is
can?
code, yeah.
Yeah,
If they
okay.
can just screen, I know it needs air circulation
Right.
to function properly, so they might be able to just screen like the front and side. And the house directly next door has the same exact mounted AC units.
I've seen them like that. Okay. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hearing number 5, Appeal 24-136, Kathleen Gribben at 34 Sycamore Street, Massapequa.
Again, for the record, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Representative Ms. Gibbon, at 34 Sycamore Street, Massapequa. I pass up some photos for the board. Ms. Gibbon seeking a variance to maintain a shed abutting the garage having less rear yard setback than required, and to allow an existing sunroom and shed exceeding the lot coverage. The shed's maintained a 2.7-foot rear yard setback where 3 feet is required. The existing garage has a lesser setback, and that has a CO, and that CO is A19025. There are large shrubs and a fence in the rear of the property. This shed is much needed as this property does not have a basement with limited storage. The sunroom is in the rear of the property. It's not enclosed, and they were conditioned not to further enclose it. As the photos show, the house is in excellent condition. It's always been well maintained, and there's never been any complaints or violations from the town on this property.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
Familiar with the property.
Okay.
Yes.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. Decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is my own house.
Oh, you are familiar with
I
it.
am. Lived there for 30 years, I think. Okay. Next is hearing number 6, Appeal 24-140, Dominic Chisanti at 1 Cambridge Drive, Massapequa.
Subsequent proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Daniel Burko, architect, P.O. Box 610, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757. Just going to pass up some photos. I'll get to the photos in a second. That has to do with the fence. Good evening, members of the board. I'm here on behalf of the owner, Dominic Chisiniti of 1 Cambridge Drive in Massapequa, New York, located in an R17 zone. We're in front of the board tonight seeking relief for a variance to add a one-story addition to the front of the home that encroaches on the average front yard on Oxford Road of 23.6 feet. We're proposing a 22.41-foot setback. This property is very unique. As you can see, it has 3 front yards and 3 average front yards. A small triangle of the addition is actually the only part of the addition that encroaches on the average in this design. The reason I had to do that is because it was virtually impossible for me to step it back to not encroach on the average front yard and get the roof to work. The existing garage, which is directly next to it, I did have to alter the roof, which is the other variance on the rejection, because that is considered the rear yard, and we only have 5 feet on that setback. So I'm assuming, since the house was built without a variance, at some point that was considered a side yard when somebody's owned it, not a rear yard in today's world. So those are those 2 variances on the rejection. The other variances are the 2 sheds that are in the Lake Shore front yard. Those do not meet the 50-foot front yard setback, but there is no other location for them on the property. So we are trying to keep them, so they're asking that if we can keep them, if they do have to eventually take them down, that they would take one down in its entirety and possibly keep one of them, which leads me to the next thing, which is the fence. That is their only yard that they actually have on this property, so they were willing to cut the fence down to 3 feet, which is the photos that I did pass up. I highlighted it and put it in red. It is 28 feet from the corner, and the neighbor's driveway is 23 feet past it, so
Okay.
It's not a...
it's a difficult
not
property.
visibility.
I mean,
It's a tough piece of property.
yeah, you can't really do much without a variance there, so.
Okay.
So if you have any questions,
Any questions?
No.
no?
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board to be voted to you by our office. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I can- 2 different ways, so it's not this.
Okay.
Hearing number 7, Appeal 24-170, Frank Annunziata, at 242 Hillcrest Drive, Seaford.
Thomas Telcher, during the proceedings.
I do.
Name and address, please.
Good evening, Madam Chairperson, members of the board, Bernard Rogers, architect. My office is located at 2150 Wanto Park Drive, Wanto, New York, 11793. I'm before you this evening representing my clients Frank and Ashley Annunziata, the owners of 242 Hillcrest Drive, Seaford, New York, 11783, zoned R1-7 by the town of Oyster Bay. My clients are a young growing family, and they're looking to expand the second floor of their house by building a front dormer. A previous owner had dormered the rear of the house. My client's proposal allows us to create an additional bedroom and enlarge their master bedroom space. Due to the fact that they are dormering, we will be maintaining the existing roof ridge and creating a similar roof slope of that of the existing rear dormer. Our proposed front dormer's roof slope will be 3.5 and 12, where 6 and 12 is required by code. Maintaining the existing house ridge is the most economical way of achieving their goals due to the fact that the existing rear dormer is already in place. As the board is aware, double dormers such as this has existed since homeowners began to expand their Cape houses. There are several examples of this within a very close proximity of my client's home. The addresses are 261, 267, 326 Hillcrest Road, 4101 Daisy Road, 344 Knollwood Lane, and 265 Elaine Drive. I have photos of these examples that I'd like to submit to the board at this time.
Thanks, Frank.
My clients have spoken to their 2 next-door neighbors, Francine Malloy at 232 Hillcrest Drive and Joanne Steiner at 248 Hillcrest Drive. They have shown them our plans and explained why we must come before the board this evening to seek relief. They have both said they completely understand our proposal and have no issues whatsoever. They have both signed consent letters that I'd like to submit to the board at this time. We feel that our proposal conforms with the aesthetic of the block and of the area. We believe that if approved, it will have no adverse effects on neighboring properties or the neighborhood in general. So in conclusion, I'd like to thank you very much for your time and consideration with hearing our request.
Okay, thank you. You see these? So the original, the first dormer has the same roof pitch?
Correct.
Okay. I see it's kind of common throughout the neighborhood.
I have a note here that just says fence.
There's no fence.
No fence. I don't know what I maybe I read in the wrong place.
Anybody have any questions? No. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Have a great evening now.
You too, thank you.
Next is hearing 8, Appeal 24-128, Luis Mostasero at 32 Spencer Street, Farmingdale.
Raise your right hand.
Oh, yes. How-
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
I do.
And your name and address, please.
My name is Luis Mostasero, 32 West Spencer Street in Farmingdale.
Very good.
And I have this,
Green
yes.
card, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Luis, he's my father, also Luis, and we're here representing ourselves. Basically, what we want to do is to request permission to have a second kitchen on the second floor of the house. We're applying for a parent and child permit, I believe that's how it's called. It's for my father and me. My father and my mother are gonna be living on the first floor. And me, my wife, and my daughter, who's 3 years old, we're gonna live on the second floor. So that's basically what we're proposing, to build a kitchen on the second floor. You guys have everything already on your hands. And also, as part of the proposals, is to extend the deck that is on the right-hand side of the property. And that's basically all.
Okay, well, the deck is not part of tonight's application. You're asking for the reduction of off-street parking. You're supposed to provide 3.
Yes, I'm not sure why they wrote that back, but on my original application, I included a deck on the proposal. I noticed on the letter that we got back that they included also the parking lot, because I believe as part of the regulations, we're supposed to have an off-street parking lot with 2 spaces.
3. When you
3
ask for
spaces.
parent-child, you're supposed to provide 3.
Yeah, we currently do not have that because we haven't changed anything. And yes, I remember now, they told me to include that as part of the application. So
Right.
but on my original, I also included the deck, and you can see on the paperwork that we want extended.
Maybe not.
It might be that you don't need a variance for the deck.
Okay,
So-
all right, no problem.
But we appreciate that you were diligent in following up on it.
Sure.
That's good. Talk to us about how many cars you have in your household.
Currently, only 2, my father's and mine.
Okay. And so you have 2 spaces in the driveway?
There is a space on the actual drive. I mean, the 2 cars can be fit there, but I don't know if it's, it's only, sometimes we put 2 cars in there, but I was told it's good for 1, so.
And you have a garage?
And we do have a garage, yes.
Okay. So if they need to come and plow the street and you have to get your cars off the street,
Oh, yes.
you have a place to put
Yeah,
all 3?
we actually
Okay.
do that, yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
Susan, you have everyone's
I do.
license and, okay.
Yes, I do.
And you understand the conditions of a parent-child. It's not an apartment, it's so that you can share the house,
Of
but
course.
they have their own space?
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. 1 mailbox, 1
Yes.
front, okay.
Right.
All right. Anybody have any questions? No. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much for it.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.
Next is hearing 9, Appeal 24-45, Matthew Simone at 71 Linden Avenue, Bethpage.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
Scott Kahn, 68 West Main Street, Oyster Bay, New York. Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. I'm here tonight representing the Simeone family, who were here before you in 2022 to build a second floor addition and a front porch. These additions were since built and completed under Repeal 22-135, so we would like to also amend the specific plan, 22-135, to add the following changes. A gas barbecue was built in the rear yard with 0.8 feet less than the minimum 3 feet, so we'd be asking for 2.2 to maintain that barbecue on the westerly property line. An AC was added 2.3 feet off the same property line instead of the 3-foot minimum required. The AC is actually behind the house, so. The driveway was widened to be 0.2 feet off the easterly line instead of the minimum 8 feet. And lastly, based on the final survey, the westerly setback to the house and porch came in at 3.1, not the 3.5 feet we were originally granted, but this has always been the setback of the existing house. We didn't make it any more non-conforming. Overall, this project came out beautiful. I think it's a compliment to the neighborhood, and a pat on the back, and that's it.
Okay, all right. Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
There's just one letter of consent that was sent in. The last name is Markowitz, residing at 734 Stewart Avenue. That was,
And they're in favor?
And yes, they are. And then Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Excellent. Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hearing 10, Appeal 24-125, Frank and Paula Tito at 19 Coronet Crescent North, Bethpage.
Hello.
Please raise your right hand. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
We do.
Your name and address, please.
My name is Paula Tito, 19 Coronet Crescent North, Bethpage, New York, 11714.
Thank you.
My husband, Frank Tito.
Thank you.
Okay. I do have these. Let's just give it a minute.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so, good evening.
Good evening.
We're here tonight seeking variances to maintain several existing structures that do not comply with minimum required setbacks, but everything is existing. It's been existing for quite a while. We're longtime residents of Bethpage. This is a corner property, odd shape, so it is a little difficult to make any kind of improvements without variances. I'll just start with the pool, because we did have, originally, we had a CO for our original pool, which was 15 by 30, and then when we eventually had to change the liner, we decided to change the whole pool, so, which was now 16 by 30.
16 by 30.
So with that extra, we never realized we had to get another variance, so that's why that never happened. But we did have the original CO. So that's why we're here for that. And also for the, so the deck, excuse me, the deck that's, goes from the pool to our house, we had to put a handicap ramp to come up from the driveway in the back. So we have a ramp that comes up that could get a wheelchair into the house. We both had and have senior parents that are in wheelchairs. So we needed that ramp to get them in that, not only in the house, but to, at the time, use the pool. And then as far as the wood platform that's on the pool, that was needed for, we have a lot of little children that come and go in the pool, and this way we could be on the platform with them while they're using the pool. So that's why we needed that.
Front deck?
I don't know. So the front deck, we just, we had that done. We didn't realize we were not in compliance, so we're seeking the variance for that. And what else? And the fence. We had the original fence that was wood, and then we made it, part of it vinyl, and we actually moved it a little bit out because we just needed a little more room back there. But So we didn't realize we needed another variance for that, but we're trying to get everything good and in order, so that's why we're here.
It's a corner property, but it's round,
Right, I know the street.
so it's worse than,
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
All right,
But we did let all the neighbors know we're not changing anything, everything's existing.
and there's a shed also involved.
Oh, is that what's on
Which
here?
I thought under 100 square feet, I didn't even need a variance, so that's my mistake. We had to put the bikes in,
okay.
so I didn't even know, it's 7 by 7.
Is there any other, I mean, I don't know what else to say, do we have to add something?
I'm not going to keep you much longer.
Okay.
Well, that's you.
Does anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you very
Very
much.
Have a good night.
evening.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Hearing 11, Appeal 24-150, David Ma at 1 Dennis Lane, Bethpage.
For the record, Brian Fiore, 208 North Wisconsin Avenue, Massapequa, New York, appearing on behalf of the Mars. We were here probably more than a year ago requesting the original variances for the rear yard addition and platform and steps. We got the final survey to close out the CO. Platform ended up being closer to the property line than we originally requested. What happened was they moved their sliding door about a foot, and the property line's angled, so it became closer to the property line when they moved their sliding door. So we are requesting a change from 17.6 that was previously approved to 16.5, so it's about a foot closer to the property line. That's the
It's the minimum.
only change, very small, but the CO department did pick it up, and we amended the plans for that.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission has been notified of this application.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night. Hearing 13, Appeal 24-81, Stephen Kamra at 16 East Avenue, Hicksville.
From some truth in the proceedings?
Yes, this is my father, yes.
Your name and address, please.
16 East Avenue, and that's in Hicksville, 11801.
Your name?
Stephen Kamraj. This is my father. His name is Kelwan.
Kelwan Singh.
Sorry, what was his first name?
Mine's or his?
No, his.
Kelwan Singh.
Can you spell it?
K-E-L-L-A-W-A-N. Good evening, members of the board. We're seeking a variance for a garage and for a second kitchen that was already there at the house. So we pretty much bought this home in 2020. We moved from Queens and to start a family. So I got a daughter now, she's 3, so we're there like roughly 4 years. So we're trying to, because we all live in the same house, it's kind of a little difficult to not have 2 kitchens because we both occupy the home. So we actually ended up building a garage without a permit. We started. We didn't think that we needed one, and then we ended up contacting an architect, Bobby Alwise, and he was able to say, yes, we did need drawings and everything amended, and that's how everything else came up. So we tried to do the right thing, and we got the drawings, we got everything done. We got rejected for the garage, and then the home came up, and then we did the drawings for that, and that came back to show the kitchen and all the layouts and everything. So we're trying to ask the board to grant us just for the garage and the second kitchen, because we're trying to, raise a family as well, and we kind of need the space.
The height of the garage is an issue. Are there other garages in the neighborhood that are similar to that?
Yes, they're on 20 East Avenue. He did, I don't know how to say his name, Trazi, he has a 2-story garage.
And the neighbor next to him at 22, they also have a garage that's a little high. So,
What are you using the garage for? Is it for car storage or?
yeah, so we currently have 5 cars, and it's a little crowded, because we usually park on the street, because we both have 2 trucks, and my wife has her car, and my mom also has another car.
They're not commercial trucks, are they?
No, they're pickup trucks.
Okay.
So, kind of little shot for space.
So how many people are living in the house altogether? Adults, not children?
Right now, it's my mom, my dad, my wife, and myself.
Okay.
Parent and child.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions? Everyone's licenses have been handed in? Okay. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Hearing 14, Appeal 24-139, Jonathan Lofton at 28 Pewter Lane, Hicksville.
How you doing?
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
And your name and address.
Jonathan P. Lofton,
Address.
28 Pewter Lane, Hicksville, New York.
Thank you.
I'm here seeking a variance on the structure that we had when we bought the house, and then I put a shed in the back. We had a tree removed. It was a 10 by 10, and we tried to do some work interior in the house, and we found out that that was a problem.
But you're here for a roofed-over patio.
Yeah, that was there when we bought the house, so.
Okay.
And then I added a shed to the back.
Okay, well, the shed's not part of the variance, so.
Yes, it is.
Am I on the wrong, I'm on the, oh,
14.
oh, yes, it is. I'm looking for, okay, my mistake.
That's okay. I have
Yeah.
fence written on someone's.
If I understood right, they were saying there's 25% we were allowed, and it's 26.8 or something like that?
Yes, I see that. All right, so it's a little bit over. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the
Thank you.
decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Board, thank you.
Good night.
Next is hearing 15, Appeal 24-161, Thomas Bell at 51 Sleepy Lane, Hicksville.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Dean Katsubis. My address is 121 Newbridge Road, Hicksville, New York, 11801.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for hearing us. My name is Thomas Bell, 51 Sleepy Lane, Hicksville, New York, 11801.
Thank you.
I'm here today together with Mr. Bell. He's the owner of the house located at 51 Sleepy Lane in Hicksville. Him and his family, they're looking to expand the house, put a front porch, a rear addition, and a second floor into the house, which needs some variances. In addition, they want to legalize a shed, a deck, and some pool equipment, which also needs variances. I'll start with the shed. The shed is located in the side yard of the property. The requirement, being where it's situated, it's supposed to have an 8-foot setback, and the setback is only 2'1". The shed also does not have the minimum aggregate side yard of 20 feet. This aggregate side yard is 17.4. This shed would normally not require a permit, but because of where it's located, it does need a variance. So they do want to keep the shed in its current condition, and, you know, based on that criteria, we'd like to request the variance. For the house, we're asking for side yards of 20 feet, an aggregate side yard of 17.6 feet, where the requirement is 17.6. So, oh no, I'm sorry, where the requirement is 20. So that's a small difference of 2.4 feet. So it's a very small difference on the aggregate, and there's really no change to the side yard as the house sits. We're going straight up, and they're also adding a front porch. in the front of the house. The other challenge with this lot is it's a pie-shaped lot, so it gets smaller in the front and bigger in the back. That makes the aggregate side yard more difficult to achieve. Bless you. Okay, we're also asking for a roof pitch variance. The roof pitch is going to end up being 5.5 and 12 instead of the 6. So that's a small difference from the 6 that's required. It does meet the height it meets the height requirement, so we're not asking for a roof height. The second floor would just have a pitch of 5.5 instead of the 6. In addition, we also need a variance for the pool equipment. The pool equipment's located way in the backyard. It's supposed to be 5 feet from the property line. It's only 2 feet from the property line. And the deck is supposed to be 5 feet from the property line, and it is only 3.5 feet from the property line. The deck is existing in the rear yard. My client here has some letters of consent from the neighbors. Unless there's any questions for either myself or my client, that concludes our presentation.
I wanted to take a look at the elevations. Is there a basement?
No, there's no basement.
No, it's Levittown.
It's a Levitt, yeah.
And how many bedrooms is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 up? That's it, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Good night.
Next is hearing 16, Appeal 24-175, Deborah Nacito at 43 Charles Street in Hicksville.
Hi,
House on the truth during these proceedings?
Yes.
Your name and address?
Deborah Nacito, 43 Charles Street, Hicksville. Hi, I just want to put a dormer on my house. I need more room. It would be on the existing footprint. There would be nothing extra. That is all.
Okay. That was very simple. And you really are not asking for much. Okay, so your 24.14 is required, you're providing 23. On the front yard, side yard, 5 is required, you're providing 4.75. I wish they were all like this. Anybody have any questions?
No.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. Decision of the board to be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hearing number 17, Appeal 24-173, Eric Barron at 9 Serpentine Lane, Old Bethpage.
Again, for the record, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. I'd like to pass up some photos for the board. Representing Mr. Barron of 9 Serpentine Lane in Old Bethpage. Mr. Barron seeking a variance for a proposed in-ground pool not having the required side and rear yard setback, also for the pool equipment not having the required side and front yard setback. This property is in the R110 zoning district requiring a 10-foot side and rear yard setbacks. The homeowners are proposing 5.5 rear and side yard setback, and the pool equipment proposing a 5-foot side yard setback and 57 feet from the front yard setback, with 60 feet's the minimum. The homeowner plans on moving the fence forward and closing the pool equipment so it will not be visible from the street. Directly behind the property is a school property. The neighbor directly next door at 7 Serpentine Lane had a similar variance for a pool. There is a fence around the rear of the property. The homeowner feels it's a reasonable request and will not be out of character with this neighborhood.
Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board to be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hearing number 18, Appeal 24-126, Brooke DeGioia at 7 Sherwood Drive, Plainview.
Promise to tell the truth on these proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Your name and address?
Thomas Scavo, architect, 221 Fillmore Street, Massapequa Park, New York, 11762. Good evening. I'm here representing Peter and Brooke DeGioia at 7 Sherwood Drive in Plainview. It's Section 13, Block 41, Lot 4. It's in the R17 zone. Mr. and Mrs. DeGioia are proposing to build a second-floor addition, a one-story rear addition, and a roof over part of their front porch on their home. They're a young couple, newly married, and they just purchased the existing home with the thought that this would be their forever home and would raise their future children there. They love the neighborhood and they're very happy there. It's an existing split-level house, and they are looking to expand over the first floor, main level, by adding additional bedroom space. In addition, they are looking to expand the existing kitchen, adding approximately 42 square foot, one-story rear addition, and also to add a roof covering over a portion of their existing front porch to give them some protection at the front door and help define the front entrance. They purchased a home in October of last year. The items listed as part of the variance, the items to be maintained, which did not have permits, which were a rear deck and a shed and a front porch, were already there when they purchased the home. They were originally unaware, but found out subsequently that they did not have permits. These items, the existing and proposed, puts them over the allowable building coverage, with the allowable being 25%, and with these items, they will be at 27.8%. In addition, the existing deck does not have the required rear yard setback of 25 feet. The existing is 10.8 feet. The existing shed, which is small, it's 9 by 9 by 8, 9.9 by 8.1 structure, does not have the required setback of 3 feet for an accessory structure. Its existing setback is 1.1 feet. I want to say, and I have photos, that in reference to these two items, there is heavy growth of trees and landscaping between them and the rear neighbor. That neighbor in the rear is the Mid-Island Jewish Community Center. The area that is adjacent or behind their property is part of the parking lot for the center, and the edge of the parking lot is approximately 50 feet from the property line and heavily treed between. The building itself for the center looks to be more than 300 feet from the property line. The proposed one-story rear addition is actually replacing a portion of the existing deck that is adjacent to the house, so there would be no increase in lot coverage as it exists for the new addition. In regard to the front porch, again, it was an existing unpermitted item, and they are looking to add a roof covering over just a portion of it, approximately 45 square feet. So in addition to exceeding the maximum building coverage of 25%, with the proposed and existing of 27.8%, the additions and items to be maintained exceed the maximum permitted gross floor area of 3,200 square feet. The proposed and existing is at 3,374 square feet, so it's over by 174 square feet. They've discussed the project with the existing neighbors, with the neighbors, and have a letter signed by 4 of the 7 neighbors, which I'd like to hand in. And this includes the neighbor at 9 Sherwood Drive, who would be the most affected neighbor on the side where the deck is, as well as the 2 neighbors directly across the street from them. The existing deck, we don't know the age, but based on the structure underneath it, and from my observation, it would be at least 20 years, if not older, and the shed's probably longer than that. As far as we are aware, nobody's ever complained about these items in the past
over the years, and it's coming up now because of the proposed work, and just because it's a new house for them, and they want to have everything in place for the future with permits and COs. I have an aerial photo of the parking lot and their property, and also a photo from the parking lot looking back at their properties. And that summarizes my,
This is the parking lot of the Jewish Center?
yes, so it's looking back at the...
That was my concern, was the rear neighbor, but it's a parking lot. Lucky them.
Yes.
All right, anybody else have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good
Thank you.
evening.
Hearing 19, Appeal 24-134, Lisa Miel Kim at 20 Audrey Avenue, Plainview.
Again, for the record, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. I'm passing up some photos, set letters for the board. I'm representing Ms. Kim of 20 Audrey Avenue in Plainview. Ms. Kim seeking a variance to maintain a driveway having less rear yard setback than required, and to maintain a fence having greater height than required, and to amend decision 22-411. This house is on the corner of Audrey Avenue and Parkview Street. As with many corner properties, any type of improvements without a variance would be a hardship. I've taken many photos for the board in different directions, showing the placement of the fence does not pose interference with traffic in either direction. Also, this intersection is controlled by a stop sign. There are many other homes in this immediate area on corners that have similar fences. This fence is not out of character with this neighborhood. There was a prior variance that was decision number 22-411, and that was for reconstruction of the home, and that was granted. We do have a consent letter from the neighbor most affected, the abutting neighbor at 91 Parkview Street. And I've also taken a photo of his yard showing his driveway is away from the fence. The property is in excellent condition, well-maintained, and there's never been any complaints or violations from the town on this property.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
You too.
Hearing 20, Appeal 24-96, Alan Spivak at 146 Cold Spring Road, Syosset.
Yep, good evening once again. Here tonight representing the Spivak family, who seek a couple of variances before you and wish to amend specific plan 23-287 from July 20th, 2023. If you remember, we were before you last July to seek several variances in which some were granted and some were denied. The garage we were proposing in the same garage is the same garage we still wish to build with the same 23.9 setback from Syosset Cold Spring Road, which is not part of this appeal. However, our first request is to move the garage to be 10 feet off the southerly side instead of the 20 feet. The reason for this is to preserve about 6 8-foot diameter, 70-foot tall trees that we didn't realize would have to come down if we put it in our original proposed location. So after we kind of mapped out where it was going to go, if we just moved it 10 more feet, we could save all these beautiful trees, which we want to do. So by moving the garage parallel to the property line, it creates a more secluded location and preserves these tall trees. As part of this request, our second request is to move the existing pool equipment, which would end up being right in the middle of the new driveway, to be 5.3 feet from the same southerly property line, allowing for the driveway. And this equipment would be fully screened as per town ordinance. Our final request is to build a privacy fence along Syosset Cold Spring Road, running from the south front property line, thence running 100 feet north. This fence will cause no visibility issues for vehicles and pedestrians and create more privacy from this busy road for the Spivak's backyard. That's basically it. I could answer any questions.
I'm going to assume the four-car garage is for 4 cars,
It is. The house is on a slab, they have 0 storage, and it's just for cars.
and it's going to meet the height requirements, right?
Yes, it's 12 feet max.
Okay. Anybody else? Do you have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hearing 21, Appeal 24-135, Sophia Rubenstein, excuse me, 23 Chelsea Drive, Syosset.
Good evening, thank you so much for having me
Raise your
here.
right hand, please.
Yes.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes.
And your name and address.
Sophia Rubenstein, 23 Chelsea Drive, Syosset, New York.
Thank you.
11791.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm actually here for 2 things. I would like to request a variance for 2 things. One is the roof that was built over the patio, and the reason is because it's an absolutely southern exposure. There's not a single tree around, and you can literally bake there. So the patio was totally unusable without that roof, and so that roof went in, and then apparently it exceeded the area of the total area that's supposed to be for the roof. So that's the variance for that. And the second one is for the shed. So the shed is under 100 square feet, but it needs to be 3 feet from the property line, and it's 3 feet from the fence. So the problem is I already put the pavers in front of the shed because I keep bikes there, and so for me to move it, I would have to again put the bricks, so that's expensive, and also it will kind of, I feel, destroy the whole view because right now it's on the side, it's not really visible, and so it's kind of nice, and like, and if I move it, it will be right in the middle of the lawn. So that's kind of the second one, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Not much there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
You too.
Hearing 22, Appeal 24-138, Jacob Chandapillar at 21 Cedar Street, Syosset.
How are you?
Tell the truth during these proceedings.
I do.
Name and address, please.
It's Michael Arado, 245 Route 109, Suite D, West Babylon, New York. So I'm here representing Mr. Jacob, 21 Cedar Street. It's a R110 zone, so we're here to legalize an existing shed and fence that don't meet the required setbacks. The shed is 8.1 by 6 feet, which is approximately 48.6 square feet, which has a setback of 2.6 feet where the required 3 feet is needed, so we're asking for a relief of approximately 6 inches. With regards to the fencing, there is a 6-foot vinyl fence that requires a 30-foot setbacks. It's approximately 27 feet right now from the street. I do have pictures for you so you can see what these fences look like, including the 4-foot chain link fence that we're here for. So the 4-foot chain link fence is surrounding the property, and it slowly goes down in height to approximately 1.9 feet. That's its lowest point, and that's by the corner of Cedar Street and Park Drive East. This fence and the chain link fence, they don't cause any sign of line of sight issues with any of the vehicles on the surrounding streets or any of the vehicles that could be, backing up out of the driveways. We don't feel that the shed or the fence that's on this property have any negative impact on the neighbors, and we're not aware of any opposition to this application. And if you have any questions.
I don't. Those pictures tell the story. We're always concerned about fences blocking people's views, but these do not seem to. So, anybody have any questions?
No.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
You too, thank you.
Next is hearing 23, Appeal 24-127, Michael Navi at 19 Glenwood Road, Glen Head.
Good evening, Madam Chair and members of the board. My name is Patrick Hobish, H-O-E-B as in boy, I-C-H. I'm an attorney with an office at 263 Glen Cove Avenue in Seacliff. Thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. I represent Mr. Navi in connection with a new dwelling that he constructed in Glen Head on Glenwood, on the south side of Glenwood Road, across the street from the Our Savior's Lutheran Church. There are two, what really are minor variances. One has to do with the side yard setback of a driveway that was constructed on the property. I'd like to address that one first. I do have 3 photographs of the property that I'll be submitting momentarily.
Okay.
Okay, I do want to point out just one photo. Hopefully you can see it. And what it does is it shows this grass area here. This is where the curb cut is, and it shows the driveway that was installed. So we question whether or not this was actually necessary to have a variance for this, because but assume it is. Okay.
The town said it was.
Correct. Okay, and that's certainly the right to interpret the code that way, but I do want to point out that this is about a 3-foot 9-inch paver area. It's a walkway. That's not part of the driveway as seen by this curb cut, so I wanted the board to be aware of that. I'll also submit photos of the new home, and we see this stair area that was put in. And this really is a minor field change that occurred during the course of construction. An additional, approximately 4 additional stairs were added so that it could meet the grade, and that's what was done here. I'd like to submit those. Oh, hi, how are you? Thank you. I'd also, at this time, the applicant, Mr. Navi, did obtain from the public or in the immediate neighborhood actually 19 letters in support of the application. They include the property directly to the east and to the west and throughout the neighborhood area. I think he was successful in getting these. They do reference specifically the 2 variances in the public notice. That we have a lot of people very pleased with the way the construction ended up. I'd also add that the property is in contract to be sold. I'll just hand those up.
The house next door is higher. Well, maybe it's the angle.
I was going to say, it's hard to tell. Yeah. Nice report.
So appreciate the board's time and consideration, and we'll hope you will look favorably on the application.
Okay, anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and
Thank
the
you.
decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And hearing 24, Appeal 24-130, Orville Donovan at 77 Milbourne Street, Oyster Bay.
Back.
You're back.
I'm here tonight representing the Donovan family, who seek several variances to maintain existing, 2 existing decks, which have been in place over 40 years. We're also wishing to amend specific plan 68-480, a long time ago, with this request. First request is to permit the 14 by 23-foot deck to be maintained at a 4.5-foot setback in lieu of the 10-foot minimum, asking for 5.5 encroachment. Second request is to allow both decks to exceed the maximum lot coverage of 20% in an R110. We're asking for 23.17%. And these decks are only 3 foot 2 inches off the grade. Our third request is to allow a GFA of 3236 instead of the 3140 permitted, only a 96 square foot overage. And lastly, to maintain a 4-foot shed, which turns out it's his actually granddaughter's playhouse. But he's willing to move it, but I said just leave it, to be 23.3 feet from Melbourne Street instead of the 29.9 foot front yard setback. I think Mr. Donovan has lived in this house before all the other houses in the neighborhood were built.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
Joe. You outdid yourself.
Take a little,
anything, so I don't want to jinx it.
I know, a little break.
Yeah. Very simple cases, very easy cases. Yeah. It's just the way it comes, yeah, yeah,
From
yeah.
out of the cabinet, you know.
Yeah.
It's good. Hi.
You can go, Anthony.
Nice job, thank you. And I didn't cough on Andrew tonight once.
Yeah,
No, that was good, that's good.
Surprising.
Break. Yeah. I didn't think you were gonna come back, so. I try to stay healthy for this meeting.
Quality kick in. early?
Yeah, we'll see. You never know with this place, someone may walk in, right?
No, there's nothing else on the
No.
agenda, so I guess it can't really.
Voting.
And if somebody comes for a case, it's already been closed, so,
No,
yeah.
it's easy.
So, yeah. But it's true, you never know.
So believe it or not, my lunatic father is in Israel right now.
Is he?
Because Don Clavin was invited to go to the annual meeting of mayors across America, or whatever it is, which was going to be held in Israel. And for some surprising reason, his wife didn't want him to go. I can't imagine why. So he asked my dad to go. So he's there. I've been in touch with
my
him every day. He's
God.
having a terrific time. He's
Oh, that's pretty cool
really,
though, right?
That's great, yeah.
really resilient community, and
Yeah.
they've met with some of the people from the kibbutz that was most impacted, and they were going up to the Golan Heights tomorrow. It's like
Oh, wow.
really
That's cool.
in-depth looks at things. Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
crazy,
wow.
huh?
Hey, Dad looks great, I saw him recently, right? He stays trim, he looks good.
What was that book with the guy that had the painting in his closet? That he aged backwards?
Dorian
Oh.
Gray?
Picture of
Dorian
Dorian
Gray,
Gray,
yeah,
my
yeah,
dad,
yeah,
right?
yep.
Still smiling and running
Yeah.
around and.
He's always smiling.
I mean, I'm pretty adventurous, but even that, I was like,
that's-
really, Dad? All
But
right.
but I would imagine something like that, like you said, you're gonna meet some interesting people
Yeah.
and see some
Yeah,
interesting
sure.
stuff, right? Rather than just,
Oh, and there's some really prolific civic leaders on the trip. I think the mayor of Beverly Hills is there.
Oh, wow.
And the mayor of Parkland in Florida, where the shooting was. Like, there's definitely
Yeah.
some influential governmental leaders on the trip,
Wow.
so very
cool.
interesting, yeah. I will still be glad when he gets home, though.
Oh, yeah. When is he
Yeah.
coming home? When is-
yeah,
I
you
think
never know,
Tuesday.
right?
Tuesday.
A few more days.
I had a friend whose brother who moved to Israel. He actually moved there to play basketball, professional basketball there. Married an Israeli woman, and they'd be on the phone with them, and the alarms would start going off, and they'd have to run down into they had a bomb shelter in their house.
Yeah, I think almost
they were in Tel
everybody
Aviv, which is a
Wow.
beautiful city, which is like Miami Beach, and they'd have to run into the bomb shelter and lock up, and crazy. Crazy.
Rita, I was just telling them my dad went in Don Cleveland's place on this mayor's association trip to Israel. He's there now.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
Your dad's been there before, though, right?
Oh, many
Yeah.
times, but not
But
since.
not now.
not since,
Now's not the time.
Well, apparently he thought it was. Very hard to raise good parents. these
You know I
days.
love you know I love your dad. I know, it's funny how the roles reverse, right? My
Yeah.
kids are doing
They
this
just
to
don't
me.
listen.
They do, yeah, you're right, you're right.
My daughter had a baby, and now she wants me there 24/7.
Now I'm okay.
When she
Now I'm
wants me
okay.
there. And when she doesn't, I don't hear from her.
Yeah, that's it, yep,
Right?
yep.
I see how this works.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Good job tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I? Okay, so, should we start?
Sure.
Hearing number one, appeal number 23-694. There were some adjustments here. I don't have a problem with that.
No, I'm fine with that.
And you want to move it,
Yeah,
Lo?
sure.
Lois will move it, I'll second it. All in favor, aye. Any opposed, ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number two, appeal number 24-93.
He's not gonna roof over, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
offered
that's-
to not
yeah.
enclose it, if
Yeah.
you want to make that a condition.
Yes.
It's up to you.
I'll move it.
Yep.
I'll second it.
Andrew and Rebecca, all in favor, aye. Any opposed, ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number three, appeal number 24-113. Next door neighbor had the same circular
Yeah,
driveway.
they have a lot in that particular
Yeah,
area.
to
It's
get
down by
out,
the
make
ba-
it
yeah,
easier.
yeah.
All right,
Okay, I'll move that.
Lois will move it.
Second it.
Andrew will second, all in favor, aye. Any opposed, ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number four, appeal number 24-118.
He said he was gonna have screening, or he
Yeah, I
had screening?
misunderstood him too, or that code required it, I
Our code
misunderstood.
requires that all AC units be screened.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
Automatic, yeah.
Okay.
Every single.
Is this the one that was raised
Very
up?
Elevated, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it is raised,
But-
yes, the
but
house is
like
raised
a
up.
lattice
The
or
house and it's
something, right?
underneath.
Yeah, you put lattice on the
Yeah,
platform.
yeah,
Lattice
exactly,
right?
yeah.
That's
That's what the, like what the neighbor
So we don't
has
have
it.
to condition it, because it
No,
has to be
it has to
screened.
be done, yeah.
All right, so I'll move it.
I'll second.
Lisa will second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number five, appeal number 24-136.
I will move it for sentimental reasons.
Okay.
I live for 30 years directly behind this house.
Do you know
I'm
her?
number 17. No,
Okay.
they're new people. I've been out for about 8 years.
They know you're gone.
They don't
And
know.
Andrew will
I
second.
had,
They're
and
packing
I
the
still have,
backyard
they're
with
still there,
sheds.
big Leland cypress, so you
Really?
can't even see their yard, so.
Okay, so that's
And
going
the
to
new
be Lois
people.
and Andrew. Hearing number six, appeal number 24-140. Do-do-do-do.
No visibility problem,
Yeah,
right?
there is no visibility.
Yeah.
It's the ugliest,
It's ugly.
it's,
Yeah.
but there's no
Yeah, it was like on a
visibility.
peninsula, this
Yeah.
house,
Yeah, yeah.
It's in a tough spot.
It is a tough spot, and they need it, so.
You're gonna,
I'll move it, yeah.
Lois will move it,
I'll second.
Andrew will second it, all in favor, aye, any opposed, ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number seven, appeal number 24-170.
Yeah, double dormer, it's a tough spot, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the roof pitch of the other part of the house,
I was
so.
gonna say, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all the houses in the neighborhood have the same roof pitch.
Yeah.
So, I'm
Tough
gonna
to
move
work
it.
with, right?
Yeah, I'll second it.
And Lois will second, all in favor, aye, any
Yeah, and it's
opposed?
not like they went up to square this thing and
No.
make it look like a skyscraper,
Right.
right?
Well, that's why we look at the elevations now
Yeah.
on the roof pitch. Hearing number eight, appeal number 24-128, parent-child, yeah, this was fine.
That seems
that's
fine.
a
I'll
nice
move that
establish
if you
as
want.
well.
Lois will move it.
I'll second.
Lisa?
Yeah.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number nine, appeal number 24-45. I didn't have a problem with this one either. I'll move this.
second it for you.
Rebecca will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 10, appeal number 24-125. We have a lot of existing stuff here.
Yeah.
Nothing too horrible.
It was nicely kept.
They didn't know. I'll move it.
I'll second.
Lisa will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 11, appeal number 24-150. This is the platform that came out a little bit too far.
Oh, yeah. I'll move it.
All right, Andrew?
I'll second.
Lisa will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 12, appeal number 23-741.
Was postponed.
Hearing number 13, appeal number 24-81.
This is okay, this is that long piece of property with the garage in the back, and he explained
Yeah,
that they're,
So it's fine.
He didn't build,
yeah.
yeah, so, all right.
I don't think it's uncommon in that area at all.
No, I don't think it is
Yeah,
either.
right in the older areas there.
Yeah.
Just on paper, it's uncommon.
Right, it's uncommon for someone to want to legalize it.
Yeah. I'll move it.
Unfortunately. I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 14, appeal number 24-139. I'll move this.
I'll second it.
Andrew will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 15, appeal number 24-161. This also was another one with roof pitch, but again, it goes with the house. I mean, it's,
Make
A
it
lot
sense for the
of the houses on
neighbors,
this
right?
block have
Yeah.
already gone up.
that's the Levittown area there. Yeah.
I'll move it.
Andrew will move it.
I'll second.
Lois will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 16, appeal number 24-175. This looked okay to me. I'll move it.
Yeah, I just want to make a little bit of a record about it, if you don't mind.
Okay,
because
sure.
It is an original house, but it's a smallish house. However, we looked at the plans, all of us looked at the elevations, and it really does look, it's simple, it's not overbuilt. I think it will be fine within the context of the neighborhood, and I just wanted to kind of make a record
Thank
that
you.
we had looked at it, sure.
All right. So I will move it.
I will second it.
And all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 17, appeal number 24-173.
I'll move this.
Pool equipment, yeah. Andrew, you want to move it?
Yeah, I'll move it.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 18, appeal number 24-126. The only problem I had with this was the rear yard, and he doesn't really have a rear yard neighbor, so I'll move
Yeah, this
this.
is the one that was the Jewish.
Yeah, it's a parking lot.
Yeah.
So I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Andrew will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 19, appeal number 24-134. Anybody want to move this?
I'll move it.
Andrew? I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 20, appeal number 24-96. Does everybody remember this?
Yeah.
That's why I asked
Yeah,
about
that-
the garage.
But the garage we had already approved, I checked it prior
We did?
decision.
So he's moving it.
And he said he moved it to preserve the
Trees.
trees.
Okay.
Which
So
is-
then he's
yeah,
going to
right.
Our
fence
garage
it.
had already been approved on the
Yeah.
project
Okay.
application.
So I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Andrew second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 21, appeal number 24-135. This looked okay to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll move it.
I'll second.
That's Lisa?
Yes.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 22, appeal number 24-138. Also not a problem.
I'll move it.
Andrew?
Second.
And Rebecca will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 23, appeal number 24-127.
19 Riverside.
Yeah.
I'll move it.
That's a lot of consents, I'll
Yeah,
second
right.
it.
Yeah, right.
That's safe,
That was, yes,
Rebecca.
yeah.
All in favor?
Who among us can get 19 consents?
Not me. Andrew and Rebecca, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it,
Gone
so
down the whole
moved.
block.
Hearing number 24, appeal number 24-130. Yeah, this looked
That's
okay
fine.
too. You want to move it, Lois?
Yeah, sure.
Lois will move it. I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Holdover number 1 and holdover number 2, appeal number 24-89 and 24-90.
It's not changing
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, I'll move that.
Okay?
I'll second it.
Lois and Andrew, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved.
Just one reserved decision tonight.
Oh. Oh, yeah, it's it.
Oh, this was the parent-child. Looks like they added another parking
Yeah,
spot.
they did.
We asked for that.
The garage conversion.
Do we ask for that? That's probably what we
Still
asked
with the
for.
big garage.
Yeah, one
Right?
changed, look at the whole, one
you
parking
did.
space changed to 2 parking
Yes.
spaces.
Right.
I think you did ask for that, and that's what they did. They submitted the new plan.
Yeah, 'cause they were
Yeah,
asking,
that was a lot, yeah.
they were asking
That's
for a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'll move it.
I will second it.
Rebecca will second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so
And just
moved.
2 names for the parent-child extension, please.
Lisa and Rebecca.
You had such a good time doing it.
So, guys,
Have a good one, everyone.
you're welcome.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
I think we have to thank Sue, she put the calendar together, yeah?
That's true.
Yes,
That was
Good
laid
job,
out
Don.
in the calendar.
that's worked.
Did I do anything?
No.
Good night, Michael, thank you.
Now, I just want to make sure you have me off for that last week in August, the
Yes.
last meeting. Okay, good, just want to make sure. I have a feeling Kathy's going to be back in July. I don't know, but this is just a feeling. It's just a feeling. I don't know.
An
But
absence in August also, which you should already have. I submitted mine at the beginning of the year, just to make sure. If I need to dial in, I'll call in.
I have Lois out 8/22. I have it written in at the bottom of here. And I don't, you know what it is? I don't have August on this sheet yet. So what date are you, do you remember?
It's definitely not here August 22, because I'm going to be in Rome, but if I have to call in, I'll call in.
It's the August 22nd also? Okay. Lois and Rebecca. Well, I think by then Kathy should be.
I would think so.
And maybe
Oh,
we'll
I think
have
so.
a player to be named later.
Maybe.
She probably can't wait to come back.
The only problem she might have, it won't be a problem early, but if I'm out that meeting, I don't know about driving.
Oh.
That could be, we'll get it, again, that might be the only problem. Because
When is
like
it?
if she comes in July, when she starts
can-
coming,
we can do
I'll
that.
drive her.
I'll call Greg.
We can do it. Yeah.
I can pick her up, she's only a town over.
Okay, either that or.
Good night,
they will
Rebecca.
say they will get-
I'll be able to do it up until the week I go away, you know, for the other
Right.
meeting, so I'll take her, because we
No, we'll
used
get
to
it.
drive together anyway,
Yes.
so, yeah, so,
His family was in the car
but that-
with my husband.
and she may
Okay,
be driving by
unless-
then, I don't know.
About
But she
this?
seems to think
Then I would
Speak to
recuse
your mom.
myself.
Yeah.
that wasn't
I was
too
gonna say,
soon,
unless
for
it's
some reason.
We have a
But I don't know
financial.
why, I don't.
Not
I
at
don't-
all, that's
but,
not even near
But
me.
the fact that he
but
could
Once
just,
get-
just, so you know how to do it?
It
When
is,
the
yeah,
hearing
you're
gets
right, it's
called,
almost
you just
3
say,
months,
you
yeah,
go,
yeah, so she
"Into
should,
the
yeah,
microphone,
hopefully
I'm gonna
she'll be.
recuse myself from this
Yeah.
hearing, you don't have to say what, I'm just gonna recuse myself. You go in the back, you listen, and when it's done, you
She's
come back.
the healthiest,
No, that, it's
most
just safer that way.
self-conscious person I
Okay,
know.
thank you.
Just
And
because
she's
he did that,
always,
he actually, that was stupid.
He did that, but he
Yeah, yeah.
knee replacement and that foot thing and this, it's just, I don't know. I had a friend like that too many years ago, who was like so health conscious. In her, we were in our late 30s, she debated like coloring her hair because she was concerned about the dyes, you know, and she, secondhand smoking, before secondhand smoking. and she was
thing,
doing
yeah.
that.
Good night, all.
It's ironic, isn't it?
When she was, I mean, she was like 48 when she died. It was really.
It's ironic.
It is, it really is.
Yep.
As the Irish proverb goes, if you want to hand it.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a gorgeous pool, and, I mean, it's nice. But, you know, my daughter. When her husband's home, I don't hear her.
Yep. Exactly.
I know.
You know, they want, they want the better co-op.
Yep.
It's this generation.
Still, it's the mommy, I know, I didn't have my mother on my, I said to her, because I'm gonna watch the baby 2 days a week, which I think is extremely generous of me.
I do too.
And I said, I think that you should have somebody on backup, somebody you can call if I can't make it. She goes, I'm not having a stranger watch my baby. I'm like, I had strangers watching my babies. Polish woman watching my kids? Yeah, I mean, I had some bad babysitters too, but, you know, at least my kids were old enough to tell me by then. But, you know, these kids, they just want everything. I'm moving to Florida, I'm like, yeah, go.
How's your knee? What did the doctor say?
I never went.
Oh, okay. Good God. You know, no one's doing surgeries now for 3 to 4 months anyway. You can't put them.
I know. It's actually bad. I haven't had an Advil, a Tylenol, a painkiller, nothing. It's like almost a month. I'm just being gingerly with it, and the swelling is way down, so the pain is much better. Yeah. The
Without
pain is-
medicine?
Without anything. Yeah, yeah, just being careful with it.
Right.